everyone, it's Frances Byrne here from Stamp House Studio with another creative chat with the MFT Stamps design team. This month, the theme of our creative chat is ribbon. We're showing you how we store our ribbon, what our favourite types of ribbon are, and any tips and tricks we have on using ribbon on our stamp creations. Many years ago I didn't like putting ribbon on cards. Boy, has that changed now. I have my ribbon stored in a number of different places and ways. It probably could be improved, but it's what works for me right now, so let's take a look. First up, we're going to look at this set of drawers that I have here, which is just under my cut-in station. Okay, and if we zoom into these drawers here, you can see that I have a variety of different ribbons. My husband made the dividers for me so that I could keep the ribbons from just rolling around there everywhere, and I have various different rolls and things. Most of the ribbons in these drawers are ones that I don't use very often. Here's some ribbon that's got various designs on them, and then I have ribbons in this one as well. Grosgrain at the top here. I do use the grosgrains a fair amount, and to be honest, grosgrain is probably my favourite type of ribbon. Our next stop is the shelves just behind where I store my sewing machine, so I'll just move that so that you can have a better look. Okay, so now you can see those baskets on that shelf there, and this one here, that blue one, that's where I store some more of my ribbon. And if I get this one out, this one has some reels of spotted ribbon in various colours, and then I also have this striped ribbon, which you can see there. It was on a reel, but it was taking up so much space that I ended up just cutting a piece of card that you can see there and putting notches in, and then winding each of the colours on and just attaching them with tape, and that's not taking up quite so much room. In this one, some more reels of grosgrain ribbon in pretty colours and a few other things. Gingham ribbon, which I've had for quite a number of years. I don't think I'm going to run out of ribbon in a long time. These two here, in this one here and the next one I'm going to show you, are probably the ones that I use the most. That's why they're closer to my desk. This is again grosgrain ribbon in a variety of colours, and I also have my lace here, which I also use, which MFT Stamps used to sell. They don't anymore. Okay, and my last basket is this one here, again more grosgrain ribbon, and I've also got a collection of seam binding ribbon, which is another one which is quickly becoming a favourite ribbon of mine. On the table behind my desk I have a basket, and as you can see that is also full of various types of ribbon. Surprise, surprise, more grosgrain ribbon all around the edges, as you can see. And then in the middle I have various packs which I've just put in either packs or there might be small reels like this one here, and that's just miscellaneous pieces of ribbon. So that's all my ribbon storage. Now onto my twines. This is how I store my twines, in this box here, which is normally on some shelves which are underneath the table here behind my desk, which also stores my designer papers which you've seen before. This seems to work for me. Before My Favourite Things started selling the twines in this form, in the skeins, I was buying them this way. But as you can see, you've got a lot of twine there, and I don't think I'm going to use all that colour in my lifetime. So this is probably a better way of buying them. One tip I do have is using these skeins that we've got here. Using them just like this and pulling the ends, they can get very messy and knotty and everything else. So I found this tip online. I don't know who it was from, sorry, otherwise I would give them proper credit. But The idea was to use these little plastic containers. You can see how I've got a little bit of twine poking out there, so I've actually put a hole in the plastic container with a crocodile. And what I've done is, if I remove this one from the box, is cut 2 pieces of card into a circle, okay, and glued them to the plastic piece that you normally throw out when you finish a roll of tape, so don't throw those out. So glue that and then just wrap the twine all around there. Place that in there, poke in that end through that hole, and then when you want some, here's one here, okay, when you want some, it's just a matter of pulling that and taking how much you want. And so no more knotted twines. These are 3 colours that I got from MFT last week. Shore, Orchid and Flax. And I haven't done those yet because I need a few more tape piece ends so that I can do those. But as soon as I get those, I will fix those ones up too. Now, even with the amount of ribbons that I have, there are still times when I find that the colour that I want for the project I'm doing, I just don't have. So there's a couple of ways that I can fix that. First of all, it's good to have a neutral colour ribbon. I've got this white seam binding ribbon here that I'm going to use for my demo, but it also works with grosgrain ribbon, whatever. And this is also a good idea if you're on a budget, so can't afford to get all the colours. Now you've got a couple of options. First of all, you've got the distressed stains from Tim Holtz. Okay, so all you need to do with those is just apply them over your ribbon. It's that easy. And let dry, or if you want the scrunched up look, scrunch it up first and then let it dry. It doesn't take too long to dry before you can use that on your card. I'll just grab tissue so we can get rid of that. Another option is using your Copic markers. Okay, and this is what I used to do before the distress stains came out, but again, it really depends on the colour you want. So you can either grab an end of your pen and just colour that in like this, like I'm doing here, and go through the whole lot. It doesn't take too long. Or if you've got an airbrush, you can also do it that way. Either works just as well. It just depends on what tools you've got. Most people have, not everybody that has Copics has the airbrush system, so that's another way. And just let that dry, or if you want to, you can even just grab your tissue and, you know, to help dry. That won't take very long at all. And again, you can now put that onto your card and you've got the ribbon that you needed to match your designer paper or whatever it is that you needed it for.